Hey everyone. Today we're going to talk about one of the most important transitions that our families go through, that moment when they move from supervised visits into learning how to live together again at home. This is where all the practice meets the beautiful and, yeah, sometimes messy reality of everyday life. Our goal here is to figure out how we can help parents and kids not just get by, but really truly learn to thrive together. Okay, let's jump right in.
I really want to start with this metaphor because it perfectly captures our role in this process. We are the scaffolding. We provide that temporary, absolutely essential support while the family is rebuilding its own foundation. Our real job isn't to hold them up forever. It's to build their confidence up so that when we step away, they can stand strong all on their own. Let's keep this idea in our back pocket as we go.
So here's our roadmap for this explainer. First, we'll talk about the big mindset shift needed to move into the home. Then we'll get into the nuts and bolts of how to frame that first crucial visit. After that, we'll explore how our own role changes from supervisor to coach, how to handle those inevitable setbacks, and finally, how we can prepare families for a future where they don't need us anymore. All right, first up, the shift to home. And look, this is way more than just a change of address. It's a huge change in the entire environment. We're moving from a controlled setting to the chaotic, unpredictable real life of a family.
And here's the most important thing to remember. These families have already been practicing the skills. They've been working on communication, on coping strategies, on how to connect. Our job now isn't to teach them from scratch. Nope. Our job is to be the bridge that helps them carry those skills over into the real world. The stressful mornings, the messy dinners, the tough bedtimes. Okay, so how do we make that happen? Well, it all starts with that very first visit. How we frame this initial meeting can literally set the tone for everything that comes after. It's our shot to build trust and get on the same page from day one.
There are 4 key steps to really nail this. First, normalize it. Let them know this is the natural next step, a sign of their progress. Second, make space for all their feelings, because they're probably feeling proud and terrified all at once. Third, offer that safety net. Remind them they are not alone in this. And finally, use a simple, concrete example like our scaffolding metaphor to make the whole thing feel hopeful and, doable. And the words we choose here are just so important. Saying something like this, both pride and nervousness are normal and you won't be alone, it does 2 things at once. It validates all their hard work, but it also gives them permission to be anxious. It basically says, I see all of you and all of it is welcome here. And that is how we shift the dynamic from just checking boxes to building a real partnership. Now, this brings us to a really fundamental shift in our own approach. During this in-home family support phase, our role has to evolve. We can no longer be the directors of a supervised visit. We have to become coaches on the sidelines of real life. Just think about the change like this. We're moving from being a supervisor to being a coach. Our focus shifts from, are they complying, to, are they building their capability? And this is the big one. Instead of jumping in to fix a problem, our new instinct has to be prompting the parent to lead. We're there to help them build their own muscle, not to flex ours. We actually call this the step-down approach. It's a very conscious decision to pull back. It means we watch more, we listen more, and we resist that powerful urge to jump in and solve every single problem. The space we create by stepping back, that's the exact space a parent needs to step forward, to try out their skills, and to start realizing, hey, I can actually do this. Let's make this super practical. A kid starts yelling at their parent. The old response might be for us to step in and calm the child down ourselves, but the coaching response? It's to turn to the parent and ask them what they can do. Hey, which one of those calming strategies we practiced could work right now? See the difference? One response fixes the problem for 5 minutes. The other one builds the parent's ability to solve it for a lifetime. We're always pointing them back to the strength they already have. Okay, we all know progress is never a straight line, right? Challenges are gonna happen. So this next part is all about reframing those tough moments, not as failures, but as the absolute best opportunities for real learning and practice. This simple phrase, this needs to be our mantra. When a family struggles, it is not a sign that the plan is failing. It's a sign that they're human and they're navigating a ridiculously hard learning process. Our calm, non-judgmental response in that moment is the anchor that gives them the stability to get back up and try again. So what do these setbacks actually look like? You got to keep an eye out for these common pitfalls. For instance, you might see a parent who's doing great, but then under stress, they slip back into an old harsh way of speaking. Or maybe you notice the family starts seeing your visits as surveillance, not support. Like they get really quiet when you walk in the door. Catching these signs early lets us get in there and address them before they turn into major roadblocks. And when you do spot a pitfall, here is your simple go-to strategy. It's just 3 steps. First, normalize it. Let them know it's okay, this stuff is hard. Second, gently reteach. Connect them back to a tool they already know. And third, reframe the whole thing as a valuable moment of practice. This approach keeps them hopeful, and it keeps them in the game. This brings us to our final, and honestly, our most important section, building for the future. Everything we do, every visit, every prompt, every conversation, it's all aimed at this one single goal, preparing the family to be safe, stable, and connected long after we're gone.
So what does success, real independence actually look like? It's not just one big thing. It's a bunch of small, powerful moments. It's when you see that safety is being maintained even when you're not around. It's when the routines are happening because the parent is leading them, not because you sent a reminder. And maybe the most beautiful sign of all is when you see a parent or a kid use a coping skill you practiced without you ever saying a word. That's it. That's the proof that the foundation is solid.
And that means we have to reframe what closure means to us and to them. It's not a loss. It's not abandonment. It is a graduation. It is the ultimate proof of a family's incredible hard work and resilience. The end of our time with them is the true beginning of their own journey, one where they have the tools to carry their own story forward. And so, we come right back to where we started. The family, they are the builder. We just provide the temporary structure, the guidance, and the support. We are there to help them trust their own strength, so that when we step away, the beautiful, strong house they have built for themselves stays standing. So I'll just leave you with this one question to take into your next home visit. As you're getting ready, just think about this. Every single prompt you offer, every observation you make, and every word you choose is a chance to help a family see the strength that is already inside them. Thanks, everyone.